Yeah, I'm going to talk about the LGBTQ plus rights today. Did you know that same-sex couples have equal access to adoption and IVF since 2006 here in Iceland?
Wait, 2000 what?
2006.
2000.
2006, the year we were born.
Damn.
That's the first time same-sex couples had were allowed to adopt a child or get an IVF.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
nearly 16 years.
Yeah, 15, 16 years. But still today it's like hard for same-sex people to, adopt.
Yeah,
Like
in some countries.
Yeah. And also I think it's also here in Iceland, I don't know, but even though Iceland is referred to as the most LGBTQ friendly country, it's still like this, people are still okay, there's a man and a woman here and a woman and a woman here, who should have a baby more? Maybe the straight parents are they have problems, they don't care or something like that, or
maybe drinking problems.
Yeah, drinking problems maybe, but they're still more likely to get picked to adopt a child.
Because they don't trust
a
woman and a woman can be a mother
or a man
and
and a man.
Because the stereotype of a father and a mother.
Yeah.
Who's the woman?
They need a father and a mother. They can't have two mothers or two fathers.
But when it comes to let's normalize men going away from their child when they're born.
Yeah.
What happens to then the stereotypical men?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I can't say Alþingi in English, so I'm just going to use. No, it's parliament or something. So I'm just going to say Alþingi. Okay. The Icelandic Alþingi amended the country's marriage law on June 11th, 2010 by anonymous vote to define marriage between two individuals, thereby making same-sex couples marriage legal. That they only started allowing it here in Iceland in 2010. Same-sex couples getting married.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they started to first let them adopt and then get married.
Yeah. That's kind of weird if you think about it.
Yeah. What happened to you need to get married first?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think also it was allowed first to adopt, since it wasn't legal to get married. Since it could be illegal back then. So then they could only be a couple. They couldn't get married. I'm speaking from experience. My grandparents, they did not get married until a few years ago, but they still have 3 kids. I don't even want to count the grandchildren, but yeah. So you don't necessarily need to be married to
Many people,
live.
Here in Iceland, they get married after they have a children.
Yeah.
And in other countries, they get married then children. It's kind of.
It's kind of this. Yeah.
Yeah, free country.
Yeah, but it was voted on 49-0. 49 said yes, gay people are allowed to get married, and 0 people said no.
Yeah, I mean they have no opinions.
Yeah, exactly, and they discussed it on 11th of June 2010, and the law took effect on June 27th, 2010.
Damn.
So I think they were pretty quick, to start allowing this to happen. They took action pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that was good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's good,
Yeah.
On March 23rd, 2010, the government of Iceland presented a bill which would allow same-sex couples to get married. On June 11th, 2010, Alþingi anonymously approved the bill 49-0 votes. Like I said before, 49 people said yes, this is allowed, this is good, and 0 people said no. And the law took effect on June 27th, 2010. And that exact day, Prime Minister Jóhanna Sigurðardóttir married her partner Jónína Leósdóttir, becoming one of the first same-sex couples to get married in Iceland.
Damn.
And they were pretty quick. They went the day the law took effect, they went and got married.
They were just been planning it, and if it got loud, they were like, yeah, we're gonna get married.
Yeah.
And imagine it wouldn't be allowed, oh shit, there goes our plan.
And I think people did it quickly because they didn't know how long the law would last, because maybe they would be like a week later, no, this isn't working, we have to stop this now.
Yeah, it's too many people being gay.
Yeah, it's too many,
I don't like gay marriage.
Yeah, and
it's okay if one people get married, not many.
No, not many though. Just as one couple,
Yeah.
But me and Margaret talked about it, and we said this was a really cool anniversary, to have an anniversary on the day this law took effect.
Yeah.
Here in Iceland.
Hey moms, when did you guys get married?
Oh.
When lesbian rights were to get married, we got married. That's
kind of
cool.
Yeah, I think it's very cool and a fun anniversary.
Yeah.
It's two celebrations at one. It was a step further for members of the lgbtq.
Yeah, the anniversary means a little bit more.
Yeah, because it's not just a wedding anniversary, it's also the day they were allowed to get married.
Yeah.
Yeah. And since 2008, it has been illegal to discriminate against people based on their sexual orientation. It has just been illegal. Bougie. Yeah. And until 2018, Iceland possessed no laws prohibiting employment or discrimination on any grounds. A committee welfare minister that Eygló Harðardóttir founded in 2014 handed in its conclusion in November 2016, advising the Parliament, or the Alþingi, to pass the general discrimination law. Such law would include protection on the basis of sexual orientation, gender identity, and sexual characteristics. So they were just a group that were against hate against the LGBTQ. And they just went straight to the Alþingi and were we need this, we want this. And yeah, in June 2019, the Alþingi voted 45-0 on a bill to employment of self-determination model, similar to numerous European and South American countries. The new law allows transgender individuals to change their legal gender without having a medical and mental disorder diagnosis or undergo sterilization and sex reassignment surgery. Minors may also change their legal gender with parental consent.
Yeah, but there's I have seen or heard of many many transgender kids not being allowed to change their genders.
Yeah.
Because of the parents. They're oh, it's just a phase. You will get soon.
But I understand the parents, but I also don't understand the parents because
maybe they change. Maybe it's a phase.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to be okay, but think about it. Wait a few years and see what you want to do then.
But most of the parents don't say. They just say, no, you are a boy or a girl. You're not the opposite. Okay, Karen.
But yeah, I also don't understand the parents because if you don't undergo a medical surgery or something like that and just legally change your gender, I think you're also allowed to change it back, to your original. If you feel oh no, I didn't make the right choice, it was just a phase, I thought I wanted this, but I don't. Like, so I don't understand them, but I also understand the parents.
Yeah.
Like, but I also think it's cool, like not the minor stuff, like adults can also like just legally change their gender before even going to any kind of surgery or something like that.
Yeah, like we were talking about like a few seconds ago, that parents, we understand them, but not also don't.
Yeah.
Like they can maybe like
help with the decision.
Say it differently. Like I think it can't be a face, not like no, you are this, and try
just the face,
and gently talk to them, and maybe like try to understand them and make them understand. Like this could be a mistake.
Yeah, I also think
parents should do
that. Point. Like, I think that's a good point too.
Like, because if they like say no without like actually giving them a reason why they are saying no, the kid will just go without permission, because like if people if they don't give exact reason and like make the kid feel like no one understands them, they will go to the they will get changed, like out of rage and all that.
Yeah, and maybe they'll regret it afterwards. But they just did it out of pure rage.
Because no one understands them.
Yeah, because no one understood
because no one talked to them, no one listened.
Yeah.
Because it felt like alone and they just wanted to do it, get over with.
I feel like many people feel like that, like they don't feel understood or listened to. And that's where I think people need to like step in and like listen, and like instead of like going like full on rage and homophobe or transphobe, like you just need to like, okay, I understand where you're coming from, but, and like say your opinion gently, like not like just screaming at their face like, no, this is wrong, blah 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 blah. Like you have to have like a genuine talk. Like, even if it's about like just like anything, like you shouldn't like yell at try to like yell at a kid and stuff like that.
I've been through similar, not exactly like being yelled at, but like few years ago, maybe 1 or 2, I came out as bi-curious or bi, and I told my family about it, and they were like, no, it's just a phase. You're just doing it because of attention and stuff, because it's a trend, and also like my father, he doesn't understand. He's not against LGBTQ, but he doesn't understand bisexual. So he wasn't very happy about it. He didn't actually say to me, but he said to my stepmom that he doesn't get it how you can like two genders.
Is he like the person you're either straight or gay?
Get it. He doesn't get how you can like love two, like the both genders. And then maybe 1 or 2 months ago, my cousin that I live with, we were just driving around, and I think we were talking about like gay rights. I don't remember, but she said like that's something that I was something copying my mom, because she used to be bi-curious. I did not know that, and I kinda like, girl, why are you saying this? This is kind of rude and mean and hurtful for you to say that I'm copying something because because I think that's cool. No, this is something that I'm attracted to.
You feel and like
and like also I not so long ago I came out as she/they. And I have not actually told many people, but I don't think that people will understand it. Like I had a talk with some guy on the internet saying you can only have this gender, you can only have a woman like
you're either a woman or a man.
Like, what's in your pants? Like if you have a VJJ or a PP, you are that. Like okay.
Like
what's in my pants doesn't matter what I identify as.
Yeah, like, exactly.
So I kind of got mad, and he got banned from the server, but he came back, and I'm still mad.
I understand what you're talking about. Like, I've also heard people say like, your gender is what's between your legs.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, what's between my legs is your mom. So am I your mom? Exactly. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand those people. Like, I feel like if you have like a negative opinion, you should just keep it to yourself instead of like, oh no, you shouldn't do this because this is bad and stuff like that.
Because I'm scared and I just don't understand what you are, and I'm afraid because I don't understand. So I'm gonna be very toxic about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like exactly that.
You
all
should
the guys
either just keep it to yourself or educate yourself more and understand.
Yeah, like the guys in our class.
And some girls.
Yeah, some girls too. And like the grades.
Mm-hmm. Below.
Below.
Yeah, like 9th and 8th.
I think they should get educated because they don't.
They don't understand it.
Yeah, and they aren't even trying to get they
understand
just they're like gay. I don't like gay. I don't understand it. So I'm not even gonna learn about it and see what's bad or good with it.
Yeah. I also think like sometimes, not all the times, and I'm not saying this is the case, but I also think sometimes the parents play a huge role. Like if the parents have like raised them like, no, you can only like girls or you can only like boys.
Yeah,
like I feel like that's also like,
at this rate I'm kind of like thinking that it's the parents' fault, not the kids, because like how did the kids turn out to be like this?
Yeah.
Like from the start, it's obvious because of the parents. Like gay.
Either the parents.
That's bad.
It's either the parents or like the people they surround themselves with.
Like influencers that they like. So yeah, it's not good.
And for an example, like of how friendly towards the LGBTQ plus community Iceland is, in July 20. I'm so sorry. In July in 2004, a poll showed that 87% of Icelanders supported same-sex marriages. Like, and I remember there were like 5% that were like uneducated about it, and like they didn't understand it. So that's why they didn't like agree on it, because they didn't understand it.
Yeah.
And then the rest was like, no, this is not allowed. Like, so I also think like people just need to get educated more like about it, because I also feel like school doesn't educate you about it like anything.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like when we're in sex ed, they only say, oh, you have to wear protection.
Yeah.
You put a PP in VJJ. Girls and guys do that. Mm-hmm. They can do. They don't even talk about like girl and girl or boy
or
sexual
trans.
Sexual like activity.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if someone, let's just say, there are kids like just getting into sex ed like maybe 6th grade or something.
Yeah.
And they have no idea. And they already know that they like this and they are that.
Yeah.
But they don't get like
educated about
it. Because like
being themselves basically.
Yeah. Because like the only thing that the teachers and like the internet is teaching, like, don't have kids. You have to wear protection. Yeah. Girls and boys have sex. Like what about girl and girl? Boy or boy, or other genders like non-binary people.
Yeah, or like trans. Like,
yeah.
You know. I feel like they should teach more about that too.
Yeah, like many years, people like us have talked about like that there should be like educations for like people like gay like LGBTQ and trans and all of that, but nothing we haven't even gone that far. It's still not happening.
It's just beginning to happen now.
Because we're
starting to talk about it. And against discrimination against people in the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And people all around the world, they face violence and the inequality and sometimes even torture just, because they love who they want, look how they want, or be like themselves. They face violence, some even get the death penalty for liking the same gender.
Or being this gender than not the gender you were born with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also don't think you should get punished.
Yeah, I have heard many stories of how parents put their children, if they were not straight or cisgender or anything, that they put them in church to force them.
Yeah.
To force them being, and I quote, normal.
Yeah. I've also heard about
That's stupid.
And I also heard about parents sending their kids to straight camp.
Yeah.
Let's say you came out to your parents as a lesbian, and they were super homophobic. Sometimes they said,
"This is just a phase. You're just doing for a trend. We're gonna show you that you like guys, so we're gonna put you in church camp for straight people. You lesbian."
Yeah, they kind of force it on you too.
Yeah, because they don't even listen. They got raised. I don't blame them that much, because they were raised in the community of that being bad.
Yeah, because that's what they were taught back then.
Yeah, they have no idea. They themselves haven't educated themselves yet, because they were raised like this.
Yeah.
And there's still people that are being raised in this moment like that.
I also think that's kind of sad. People.
Yeah, it's 2021, man.
Yeah, exactly.
No one gives a shit.
Yeah, why should it matter to them if you're
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not about you.
Exactly.
It's what they are attracted to or how they feel doesn't involve you. It doesn't.
Yeah. It's none of your business.
Yeah, it doesn't even hunt. Why does it hunt you if it's not even your problem?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just it's some weird stuff,
Yeah, people are weird.
Yeah. And like I was saying, sexual orientation and gender identity are illegal aspects. No, I'm so sorry, I said it wrong. Are integral aspects of ourselves and should never lead to discrimination or abuse, because it should never lead to violence, abuse, hate for being just who you are.
Gay isn't a crime.
Yeah.
Be gay, do crime, not be gay and be crime.
Yeah, exactly. Let's say you sent a straight man to prison for being straight. You wouldn't get that. Why would he get sent to prison? It's exactly the same for lesbians, gays.
If you turn this around.
Yeah.
And say, no, you're not allowed to be straight. You're supposed to be gay.
Yeah.
Go to gay camp. That would be weird.
Yeah. It's exactly the same, the opposite.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. To support your kid or your parent or your sibling. It's none of your business.
Yeah.
Just be there for them.
Yeah. And the 2019 survey showed that while majority in 16 of 34 countries surveyed say homosexuality should be accepted by society and global divides remains. And did you know that gays, lesbians and trans, they were not allowed to enlist in the army just because they were who they are?
Yeah, because stereotypical gay men are nail polish, makeup, but what about they are attracted to manly men maybe, but where are the manly gay men? Like, where did
and like what is manly though?
Yeah, exactly. Like a woman can't be manly and muscular, and maybe they attract like there are many kinds of
like they're not
people.
all the same.
Yeah, like let's just say like there's a straight-looking guy who is very muscular, but he is attracted to gay, like other men.
He's attracted to gay.
Yeah, I meant this other gay men.
Yeah.
But like society accepts him because he looks straight.
Yeah.
But like if it's
because of that stereotype. Like.
Yeah, but if it's like a very girly, like girly.
You know.
Yeah. A man that wears nail polish, listens to I don't know Ariana Grande or something.
Taylor Swift or something.
Yeah, and maybe talk like a little sassy.
Yeah, like has that sass. You know?
Yeah, like cis sass.
Yeah.
They are not accepted.
Exactly. Like, and I think that's kind of wrong.
Because they look gay. They sound gay, but like
maybe they aren't even gay.
Yeah. Some people may seem gay, but they aren't.
Yeah, like
and it goes around. Like some people look straight, but aren't.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't make any sense why you're judging someone who they are.
And I also think like guys that wear skirts, female clothes, like
feminine.
Yeah, if they look feminine, like wear makeup, do their nails or something like that, they're automatically labeled gay.
Yeah, but
maybe they're just like they have fun doing it. Like,
yeah, maybe they're cosplayers.
Yeah.
Or they wanna
try new stuff. Like,
yeah, or maybe they wanted to. Maybe their girlfriend or something was like, I want to do your makeup and stuff, and they're having fun. But like society doesn't accept that
because they look gay. Like,
yeah,
like they fit that stereotype.
Yeah,
and I think that's like not good.
Oh, you know? It's just stupid at this rate.
And did you know that on September 11th, 1961, the first ever U.S. televisionized documentary about homosexuality aired on local station in California, and it was called The Rejects.
Damn, I did not know that.
Yeah,
I did not know that back then they accepted that.
Yeah, like they actually made like a documentary about like what it was like not being accepted and stuff like that. And you can still find the movie today on the internet.
I might just look into it.
Yeah, same. Like I didn't have enough time to watch it, but I definitely think I'll watch it because like it sounds interesting.
It could like educate how
and like
it was back then.
Yeah, and like The Rejected is generally acknowledged for being the first ever U.S. televisionized documentary about homosexuality, and it was originally titled The Gay Ones, and it compromised, and The Rejected is comprised of varied discussion about sexual orientation and just being who you are. So if you like maybe want to watch it, it's just called The Reject. You can probably find it online. Like,
yeah,
I haven't seen it, but I recommend it. And I think it's cool that they actually made like a documentary about like homosexuality back then.
Yeah.
Like to try to educate people, because like it also shows that back then people actually like understood that it was just like being straight. It was nothing dangerous. It was nothing wrong.
It's not like a virus. Like, oh, that's a man. That's a boy who likes other boys. If he touches me, I might be the same.
I might be gay also. Like,
oh, that's a virus. I'm gonna be gay if I look at a flag.
Yeah.
Like, no. Who got that idea?
I don't know. Like some stupid people probably.
Yeah, and it's still being like said today. Like,
it's still,
people are scared touching something that might look or seem gay.
Yeah.
Like, let's take the boys in our class for example. they don't even want to walk
on the rainbow sidewalk.
Yeah, because
it'll make them gay.
Yeah, because they don't want to be gay, and it's bad being gay. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Just shut up.
Exactly, and like, yeah. On December 15th, 1973, by a vote of 5,854 to 3,810, the American Psychiatric Association removes homosexuality from its list of mental disorders in DSM-II, Diagnostics and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorder. So it was removed. It was like, if you were gay or something like that, trans, lesbian, or anything, a part of the LGBTQ plus community, basically, you were sick in the head. It was like having PTSD or something like that. It was just like a mental disorder.
Yeah, like, who got that idea?
I don't know, but like, yeah. And in 1973, it was like removed.
About time.
Yeah. And I feel like it's good that it was done back then rather than if it was like 2015.
Because that would be like...
That would be horrible.
Yeah, like... Honestly, it's a big change that I was like, I don't know, 40 years ago rather than 5 years ago.
Yeah,
it's a big change. A lot of...
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Yeah, 2015. We're in 2021.
Yeah. Like, you were saying example, like...
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's good that it was done back then rather than later, you know.
Yeah.
The sooner the better, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And you want to know something really savage?
Yeah.
In April 1997, the comedian Ellen DeGeneres comes out as lesbian on the cover of Time magazine with the quote, "Yeah, I'm gay."
Oh, baddie!
That's the only thing she said, I think, on the magazine. And it was just like, "Yeah, I'm gay," on the cover of a magazine.
Oh my god, I love her already.
Yeah.
I have no idea who she is, but like...
You don't know who Ellen DeGeneres is?
I don't think so.
Oh my god. But yeah, she's also known as the first ever, I think, female TV show host to come out as gay. Yeah. She has a wife. She has a wife today, you know?
She has kids, right?
I don't know.
Oh, Ellen!
Yeah, Ellen.
I didn't know her full name.
Yeah, but yeah, she came out as gay on the cover of a magazine.
Yeah.
And I think that was really savage, and I respect her a lot for that.
Like, yeah.
Because she came out publicly, like.
Yeah.
And she could have gotten really much hate,
but she didn't give a shit. She didn't give a shit.
She was just like, okay, so what? Like, this is just me and who I am.
And you can't change that.
Yeah, and she even still has the Ellen show today.
Yeah.
And
Queen?
Yeah. And the AAUW, or the the American Association of University for Women, research has found that students in grades 7th to 12 are often targeted for failing to follow the norms that are typical for genders. Like,
yeah, because they're confused what they are, and they're
not even just like that. Like, if you were like, let's say you were born a boy,
yeah,
and you were going through, like, you wanted to be a girl, like in 7th to 12th grade, you got bullied and harassed so much at school for not following like the gender norms of being a boy.
That's just disgusting.
I know, and like they found that in research that it's mostly done in grades 7th to 12th, that they're just bullied, harassed, like it's horrible what kids can do to other kids just for failing the gender norms.
Yeah. What are people teaching their kids? Like,
I don't know.
If you see someone who might not look like their genders, like, you should bully them.
Yeah, like it's not okay.
Why would you make your kid bully others? What the fuck is wrong with you?
But maybe it's not the parents, maybe it's just the environment. Role models and stuff like that.
Maybe the kid saw it on TV.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we'll bully this kid.
Yeah. Anyways, I've finished what I've brought.
Yeah.
Now to Brynja.
That was very interesting.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so my part is about the history of the afslur, like the fag. And the word fag originally was like made for a pack of cigarettes. Like, for example, pinch of smoke. Like, I mean, like, pinch of fag meant like bum in a smoke. Like, a fag meant cigarette.
Yeah.
It wasn't a slur, but it changed. It then became used in boarding schools in tradition to younger boys. Fag.
Yeah.
Doing the older boys' chores. Fagging.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because like the guys were too lazy, so they made the younger boys.
Yeah. And they were just like, it was basically another word for
because
like
they they respected the older guys, so like they took advantage of that.
It's like the 9th grade boys to the 10th grade boys.
Yeah. The schoolboy usage of fag from faggot derives from the original now lost sense of bundle of stick, which became associated with women's chores. The younger boys used faggots as brooms while performing the duties. So like the sticks they used for cleaning were called fags. Like and using the fags they were fagging.
Yeah.
Then the word was used by the person using the tool. Like if you're fagging, then means you're a faggot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Sexual favors being a rumored part of the fag's duties. The word eventually came to take on a more, especially homoerotic connotation. The word usage did not become common until the 21st century. So, like, now the word faggot is like being more used than it did back then.
And is it like, do you like also mean like it's more used as a negative? Like,
yeah, because like
in a negative way in the
back then it was used as a broom and it was
a cigarette and like
and like the younger guys were called faggots for doing women's chores for the older guys.
Yeah.
For using the stick of bundle. That was called fag. By fagging, was it? Like you know.
Yeah.
Then Stephen Fry was certainly using the word for both original uses, like the stick fag, and then the gay,
insult.
like faggots.
Yeah.
He wrote books like Mope is My Washpot and The Liar. What was that accent?
And I don't know. I was also thinking like.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
His first novel in both books, he does not only the custom of fagging, but also his own personal experience falling in love with a boy in his school. Like, he fell in love with a guy.
Yeah.
And he was cleaning with a fag.
So he was...
Like, in the novel, he was talking about both faggots.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah. It's sometimes... It's sometimes argued that it was faggots' connection to women's work rather than public school traditions that causes the word to be adopted to refer to gay men. Like, now gay men are faggots rather than the guys doing the chores.
Yeah.
It was going back and forth very many times.
Yeah.
Particularly in American usage, but if so, then two uses evolved independently at roughly the same time periods. Cigarettes began to be called fags as early as the mid-19th century in England. The stick meaning still exists at the heart of matter, but the usage of it evolved very differently. So, like, if you say, like, nowadays, like, hey, want a pinch of fag? People would assume that you're talking about the word faggot.
Yeah,
like
a gay man.
Yeah, but like some people are like, it can still be used as
like
cigarettes. Yeah, or like a bundle of stick.
Yeah,
but like people more
use it more like against people.
Yeah, against gay people.
Yeah.
Of course, calling cigarette fag is not a homophobic slur. It doesn't refer to sexual orientation at all. Just to the end of a burning stick.
Yeah.
It's just a cigarette. At some point, I was singing for the same song.
Yeah.
At some point, the word faggot was also used towards men who were rolled in a blanket of firewood and burned on fire. So like, if people, like, let's just say, some people thought that some guy was gay, and called them faggot. So they, like, I think they kidnapped him or forced him to be rolled in like a carpet,
and like,
or a wood, like a lot of campfire wood. Yeah. And they were burnt alive.
Like actually killed.
Yeah, because then the word faggot was like, the word fag was like I said, first a cigarette. So they make that cigarette into a person and burn them alive.
Ah.
Just like that in the back of the days, like if you were a woman that read books, then you were a witch and you were burnt alive. Yeah. It was something like that, but towards gay and faggots.
Do you know if they, like, people that did it got charged for like murder?
I don't really know, because back then, like, people just
didn't count it as a hate crime. They just
because they thought it was something bad, like a virus or something that they just.
So they thought they were doing something good.
Back in the like I said, like, if you burned a woman.
Yeah, like, if you burned a woman,
that everyone thought that was a witch.
No one saved them. You were saving people.
Yeah, and no one would get charged of murder.
Yeah, because you were just doing the right thing.
Because you thought you were doing the right thing, but if you find out that it wasn't actually a witch, nothing is just like, it doesn't matter, she's dead.
Yeah, she's dead anyway.
Nothing's
gonna happen.
Like, I think it was also that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he wasn't gay. Oh, too bad, he's dead. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like, at least, like, they probably thought, like, they were still doing a favor by, like...
They thought that if...
They were taking a chance, and, like...
They thought, maybe...
It's worth it to take a chance.
Yeah, and if that person might be gay, if he gets be in the society, we could all become gay, and that's not good. No, not good at all.
Yeah.
No. But, like, when women came out, they were forced to get married to a man.
Yeah, I've heard about that before.
And forced to have children.
Yeah.
Like, while the gay men, they were lit on fire, while the women were forced. Married. They were basically forced to be in, like, they get to live, but
they were forced to be someone's wife.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they'd rather be, like, lit on fire.
Yeah, I heard about the story. Like, this is happening today in real life.
It is?
Yeah, like, no, not like the carpet thing.
Oh, but like being married.
Yeah, like, this billionaire, his daughter is his only child. And she came out as a lesbian. And he's paying millions and millions of dollars for a man that can make her fall in love with him. And, like, if they get married, he gets the money. He's paying someone.
Yeah, I think, like, people are scared that if they have business, a very, like, successful business, like toilet paper, I don't know. And like then and the guy who created that business gets a child that gets turned, like, only child.
Into a CEO.
Yeah, and once maybe if they get a girl, then the plan is to make that girl marry to someone successful and give them the business when they retire. But, like, because, like, women in this time, and it's still today, women are not trusted for businesses. And, like, okay, whatever, Karen.
And, like, the man that is trying to, like, basically sell his daughter. Like, thousands of guys have tried, but all have failed, and he still doesn't get it. Like, she's never going to love a man. She loves women.
Yeah, but, like, why not accept that?
Yeah, exactly.
As a father,
why not accept it? Like,
why not accept your daughter for being who she is?
Yeah. And like, okay, I have a question about if you're finished.
Yeah.
I have a question for Margaret.
Yeah.
Who do you think can use the word faggot?
I think faggot is not a good word, but like at this rate, the people in LGBTQ that were called faggots have taken the word for them, like the N-word. Like black people have like taken their word.
Yeah.
So like we, being part of the LGBTQ, are like using it. So just saying,
trying to turn it into like a positive.
Yeah, but like if like the N-word.
Yeah.
If a black person says it to another black person, it's positive.
Yeah.
But like if a white person,
more positive than a white person.
Yeah.
To a black person.
It's the same for faggots. Like I am part of the LGBTQ, so I think people would accept me for saying the F slur, even though I don't quite like it. But I'm doing it for the reading.
Yeah, and like I also think like if you're going to say it like around your friends, you need to like at least watch out who you're saying it also around, like, because people can actually get hurt and affected by the word.
Yeah, like I think many people in this school should think about that.
Yeah,
they just don't give a shit. Like, you're a faggot, disgusting faggot. Okay,
and they count it as an inside joke. Like,
yeah, it's not an inside joke if it's about us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How is it an inside joke if it's about other people in that group?
Yeah, and like I'm gonna use an example from my life. My grandfather, he uses the word faggot, but he doesn't use it like he says like, oh, you're such a faggot or something like that, but he doesn't like mean it negatively. His best friend, that he's still like his best friend from like kindergarten, like they're still friends today. They live together. Oh, like they don't live together. Like my grandfather and my grandmother live in Spain, and his friend also lives in Spain.
Oh, so
and like his best friend is gay. And like, but he back then it was just used like so much.
Yeah,
like,
he like got used to it.
Yeah, it was just like saying like curse words, but like it was
like,
just like, oh, you're such a gay, you're such a fag.
You're such like.
But like he doesn't think of it in a negative way. He like, and he's like the person, he doesn't give a shit about what you are. He's just like, I like you as a person, or I don't like you as a person. It has nothing to do with who you are, what you are, or
what you like.
Even though he uses the word, like, he just doesn't give a shit. He just like thinks, if you're a good person, I like you. If you're a bad person, I don't like you.
Just fuck off.
Yeah.
Like,
and he's that kind of person. Like,
yeah, I kind of like him. You know, I probably have never met him.
You've never met him?
No,
but you still like him.
Yeah. He got my approval.
He got your approval.
Okay, so I'm kind of like getting let's talk about other slurs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like saying this word, but the R slur. You know what I mean? The R slur.
No.
Okay, so okay, warning, I'm gonna say it. Please don't cancel me, retard.
Ah, yeah, that one. Yeah.
It is like for people that has a disability.
Yeah, like an actual disability.
Yeah, and people are like, if they do something dumb or like.
Oh, you're such a retard. Or something.
Like.
Like if you answer a question wrong, it's even like
what are you doing, you R-slur? Like, okay, why were you saying it? Like, if you think about it, let's just say there's one kid who actually has a
disability.
In this class, and someone would just say to his friend, "Oh, you're such a retard."
Yeah.
And the kid would get hurt
because like he takes it in.
Yeah, and it could lead to suicidal thoughts. Mental illness,
mental illness.
Some people just don't, like, words can hurt. Like,
they don't understand that words can hurt.
Yeah, like, people should know that these words, like the N-word, the R-slur, the F-slur, and all these horrible words about like special kind of people.
Yeah, special kind.
Yeah, different kinds of people. I mean.
Yeah. But they also
it can lead to death. Yeah. It can lead to suicide.
Self-harm, more disorders,
alcohol problems, junkies, it can lead to many horrible things. And I think people just don't understand that.
Yeah. And there are also people that are uneducated about stuff. I was talking to my mom about I'm going back to the LGBTQ plus thing.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it, and she was like, I'm not against it, but I've just not been educated about it. Because of the school, she talked about what you said, in sex education and stuff like that. They were only talked about straight things and
sexual behaviors.
Yeah, and it was so much
girl and a boy.
Yeah, and it was so it was so hard to come out back then because there was so much hate.
It's still now.
It's still today,
now, but not as much.
Yeah, but it was still so much back then, that it was just everyone was just almost everyone were always using slurs and saying homophobic things, and it was just because people were uneducated.
Yeah.
Generally, but my mom was sat down with me and asked me to explain some stuff, and I was sure, and I explained some things. She asked about what the letters meant in LGBTQ, and I explained those, and and she was just it was it was new to her, so she was trying to understand, and she actually tries to understand, and I think that's good too.
Yeah.
But yeah. Are we done?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. You're gonna hear from Margaret next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have Margaret here today.
Yeah, but we've pre-recorded.
Yeah. So we're gonna put her clip in.
Yeah. Did you know on June 12, 2016, the popular gay dance pulse in Orlando, Florida was the site of a mass shooting by only one assailant?
I did not know that. Was it a huge shooting?
I mean,
how many died?
49 people died and 50 injured.
That's almost half.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so many people.
94 people in total. It is called being the worst mass shooting in the U.S. history. It happened on the Pride weekend.
Damn.
So it's kind of homophobic if you think about it.
Yeah. One question.
Yes.
Was the club a dance club? Did it dance?
It's just a normal club just for gay people. It's just like every other club, but just with gays.
I get it now.
Yeah. Okay. Now I can talk better. Even the mayor of police and FBI were reaching out to support them. But still to this day, they're being targeted for hate, violence, and backlash from the whole entire world.
When was the shooting?
I literally told you that.
But
it was on June 12, 2016.
Yeah, the year. 2016. Okay, I was thinking it was
back in the day.
Yeah, I was thinking 2007-ish. Because then I feel the police and them, they might not have done as much. They wouldn't have found it as a hate crime. They would have found it as just a normal shooting. Yeah. Instead of a hate crime, it would be oh, they weren't targeted because they were gay. They were just targeted because they would have found another reason.
The police already have developed since back in the
since back in the day.
Since back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just I think it was I think homophobes did it because it was at a gay dance club.
Yeah, they could have gone to literally any other place, but they chose a gay dance club.
And Pride Weekend.
Yeah, and the Pride Weekend.
So it's kind of sus.
Yeah.
Suspicious. The homosexual activity and gender roles was banned by law or traditional custom. I think that's kind of weird because why would you just ban something? I think everything should be not banned except like
murder and yeah, but like it should be banned like hate crimes just against anyone. It doesn't necessarily have to be against gay. It can also be against trans, racial, like hate
culture.
Crimes. Yeah, culture. Hate crimes just need to stop.
Yeah, it's just it doesn't make sense if you like arrest someone for being someone that you are.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really make sense. You're just expressing yourself.
Yeah, like, say you were just walking down the street at, like, a Pride Weekend. You were marching down the street, and a police officer comes and arrests you because you're just supporting what you believe in, or, like, you're just also just supporting yourself, even. So I feel like that's just, like, so stupid to do. Like, if you have something against someone, just keep it inside. Just don't
smile and nod.
Yeah, just smile and nod. Just like, yeah.
Yeah, it's just also like parents tell you to be who you are, but like some parents, if you come out to them, they just won't accept you. But like they told you to be who you are, and it just
they're
really
going
makes
against
sense.
their own motto.
Yeah, I don't get people these days. In the year 1950 and 60s, gay men and lesbians continued to be at risk for psychiatric as well as locked in jail, losing jobs and or child custody when courts and clinics defined gay love as sick, criminal, or immoral.
I feel like that law is just by itself sick. Like, I don't think that should have ever been a law. Like,
only weird people say that.
Yeah, exactly. Only weird people say that.
I don't like them.
Yeah, only weird people.
I don't get why. It's hard for same gender couple to adopt a child rather than the opposite gender couples. It doesn't really make sense. It's just literally the same, just with the same sex.
Yeah. Like let's say a father with a temper and a mother who's just like not there are more likely to be able to adopt a child rather than like two gay men or two lesbians. Like that, I feel like it's not right.
Yeah.
Like they should have the same rights to adoption because like it doesn't matter your sex doesn't matter. More like your capability of being a parent. Like that matters more.
Yeah, just like your mental and
your mental stability and
just overall your health. Or
and if you're fit for being a parent.
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter if you're like two men wanting a child or
I think it's really weird that America has a coming out day on October 11th.
Really?
I think I came out that day.
Oh my god.
Bitte. I'ma go check if I actually came out that day.